Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dan from Bassin Northwest on YouTube and FHCOutdoors.com. Today I just want to go over a couple of emails that I've gotten over the past few weeks about the amount of equipment that I use. How many rod and reels do I have? How many jigs do I usually take out with me because I'm big on jig fishing. Real quick, just to kind of drive one point home, I really suggest for beginners not to really focus on the amount of equipment that you have, but really gather the equipment that you do own and really make it work for you as far as multitasking is concerned. Not all of us can go out and purchase 6 or 7 or 8 different rods to lay down on the boat. And so a lot of my combos, they're multitaskers. I use them for different things, even though it's the same combination. And so with that being said, I'll get to my combos. The first is a Shimano Citica reel and the Shimano Compre rod. It's a very affordable lineup. You're looking at about $100 for the rod and $100 for the reel. The Shimano Citica, I'm left-handed, so this is a 201E, and it's about $99. A great price for the performance. Very lightweight. I love the spool. The drag system is fairly decent for a $100 reel, and it's been a great performer for me. And I even love the looks. It has a 6.3 to 1 gear ratio, and so it's well defined for multiple techniques. So that's the multitasking aspect that I'm talking about. This reel can be used for cranking, for spinner baits, soft plastics. It's really well defined for many different presentations. The rod is a 6'6" Compre, and it's medium power. So once again, it's great for treble hook lures such as crankbaits and jerkbaits. And I've never had an issue with it. It's about a $99 rod as well. Never had an issue with the guides. The blank is actually surprisingly light and sensitive for the price range. Once again, the cork handles are light, and the Fuji reel seat is something that we all kind of come to expect as far as strength when it comes to our reel seats. And so a very affordable package. I have it strung with 12-pound Suffix Mono Elite because that's the line that I've really come to like over the past year. And this was the beast for last year. Every fish that you saw in a video from YouTube or FHCOutdoors.com, this was the combo that you saw. And it handled everything great, all the way up to 5.5-pound smallmouth down at Potholes Reservoir. So if you're a beginner, check out the Citica and the Compre lineup. It's very affordable, and it's great strength and durability as well. My second combo that I have is new this year also. I've only gotten to fish it one time, and it's the Shimano Curado reel. It's 7 to 1 gear ratio, so it's a burner, and it's definitely an increase in performance over the Citica. It's about $60 more, so you're looking at $170 for the reel on average, and different parts, a little bit more upgraded bearings, and the drag system, and also the braking components. But once again, Shimano, their quality and craftsmanship is amazing. I love their products. So the Curado, and then the 7-foot Shimano Crucial rod, which is it's a medium heavy. So once again, this is another multitasking rod. I can use it for jigs, plastics, all sorts of different kind of techniques and presentations that I really could use it for. And so that's kind of driving that aspect home again. It looks great. It's very sensitive, and for anyone looking to get into $140, $150 rod, Shimano Crucial, you don't hear a lot about them, but man, I'll tell you what, it feels great. So this is actually spooled with 15-pound P-line fluorocarbon. It's going to be my first time using P-line fluorocarbon, so I'm really looking forward to this. Really picking up those finicky bites. That fluorocarbon's a little more dense than monofilament, so it's going to sink a little bit better, and it'll hopefully take my jig fishing to an entirely different level. And last but not least, it's my swim bait setup. I haven't even put this in the water yet, so it's haven't even got it wet. It's still dry, and it's a Shimano Cardiff. It's a round bait casting reel. It's 301A, so it's a 300 series reel. It's pretty good size. Surprisingly, very light. I actually compared this to the Corvallis. It's much lighter, a little bit different components as far as the drag is concerned. Instead of a composite, they do use metal, and so that's something I'm always looking to when it comes to braking components and drag components. And so The reel looks great, you know, as far as aesthetically speaking. It's solid. It's gotten great reviews. You know, it's right over $100. So once again, you're in that price range. It's still pretty affordable for most people. The rod is actually a St. Croix Mojo Bass Swimbait rod, and it's 7'9" heavy, and it can throw the 1 to 4 ounce lures. And you know what? It's actually much lighter than it looks. I mean, it's a tank, and you know, it's almost 8 feet long. The you know, it feels great, and it's definitely stiff for that heavy rod. You know, it can spool up 14 to 30 pound line, so it's well defined for swim baits, and that's really what it's designed for. So, you know, looking for that, you know, you start getting into the big Huddlestons and lures that weigh about, you know, 4.5 ounces. You're definitely going to want a stout setup for that, and so I'm looking to get into swim baits for 2011. But altogether, guys, I just wanted to drive that point home. All three of these combinations I can use for different things, and so for the people out there that can't afford 6 or 7 different combinations, I really urge you, look at the Shimano reels. The rods are backed by a limited lifetime warranty, so craftsmanship and materials are covered. That's huge when you don't have, you know, an endless amount of resources. Just go out and purchase a new rod when one breaks, or when you have an issue with the line guide. So yeah, definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are using. Don't forget to check out our website, fhcoutdoors.com. It's all about fishing, hunting, and camping. Lots of great things planned for 2011, including a hunting trip to Ohio, FLW college fishing, and even more on top of that. So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.